Namaste everyone. Namaste.
Om. Atma nityo avyaya shuddha ekah kshetrajna ashrayah avikriya sadruhetuho vyapako asankhyanavratah etairdvadayabirvidvan atmano lakshanaiः paraiः aham mameti azad bhavam ehado mohajam tyajet. This shloka is from Srimad Bhagavatam. What Narji taught to Prahlad when he was in the womb of his mother, telling about the qualities or the innate nature of Atman or the self. The self is eternal, free from decay, taintless, one without a second, the very knowing subject, the ground or the foundation of the entire universe or everything, changeless, self-seeing or self-effulgent, the cause of the whole universe, all-pervading, unattached, and cannot be covered by anything else. With the help of these 12 transcendental qualities, the wise man should give up his false notion of I and mine with reference to his own body or somebody else's body or anything else connected with the body. Just stay put as the self.
Neelakantanji, can you repeat these qualities slowly so people can absorb it? I think you have to unmute.
Yes. Nityaha is eternal. Abhyayaha, free from decay or reduction or increase. Shuddha, taintless. Ekaha, one without a second. Kshetrajnaha, the very knowing subject. Ashrayaha, the foundation of everything and everyone. Avikriyaha, changeless. Swadrak, self-effulgent or self-knowing. Hetuhu, the cause of everything, cause of the whole entire universe. Vyapakaha, all-pervading. Asangaha, unattached. Anavrata, cannot be covered by anything else. So these are all the 12 qualities, transcendental nature, not even qualities. These are the 12 nature of the self. And the wise man should give up his attachment to the body or anybody else or anything else connected with the body with a notion of I and mine. So please remember that you are those 12 and be that, and not anything to do with this body, mind or intellect.
I would suggest contemplating on these principles of self can help you to keep your attention on that. then anything which is not defining self should be discarded. Discarded means your ownership of that thing. Anything which is changing, anything which is born or will die, anything which is transient, all should be discarded as not self, not me. And then see what is left. Contemplate on that which is unborn, unchanging, and without which mind cannot function, body cannot function. People can call it consciousness also, because we are conscious of whatever is happening. If we are unconscious, we will not be knowing anything. One is a consciousness of within the body, of the body and things around. This consciousness we call it pure awareness, when there is no I and mine in it. So keep coming back, recede, and contemplate on one where you will know that you cannot discard anything. Where you cannot even say myself. My, me, I, mine stays only up to the level of ego. When we drop this I and mine, then what is left is self. Here you cannot say myself or my consciousness. It is just, it is. It can never be personal. One can argue that we still look different and we all have different mind, and this mind is seeing different things. Then how come that one entity, that pure self, is same in all of us? By simply refuting whatever the mind projects. So long you take mind in consideration as you, then everyone is different. If you discard your own mind and its attributes, stay without mind, then you, me, every one of us is exactly same without any difference. Contemplate all the time on that. That is enough. Body will move, mind will give command, think. You stay as witness to all this happening. Constant listening, being in company of seekers, satsang, discriminating what is not you with alertness, discrimination, attention on awareness, and ongoing contemplation on it, alone, with people, without people, with work, without work. With constant efforts, we can discard what we are not. Our job is only in discarding. Staying impartial, neutral to whatever is happening. At this stage, we talk still some duality because someone is paying attention to this awareness. Someone is putting efforts to pay attention to awareness. Now, this attention is needed because this someone was paying attention to mind, to thoughts, to emotions, to feelings. Not just paying attention, but was involved in indulging, taking that mind as me. When mind is talking, I am talking. When mind is suggesting, I am suggesting. The problem is that real I never says anything, never suggests. It suggests. It is pure intelligence, but it is intuitive awareness. To listen to that, you have to give up the noise of the mind first. Because this is so subtle. You cannot taste. Recently, one of my staff, she prepared a vegan diet with spinach, asparagus, beetroot, and all these things. And there was hardly any dressing or any other things. And she said beautifully, if I add spices and other things, then I cannot taste what this vegetable is. That pungent dressing will take over the taste. Same is here. If you want to listen to pure awareness, you have to give up all chatter of mind. And the only way to give up chatter of mind is not interested in anything. Bhagavan says beautifully, disinterested actions. I know everyone thinks we should be passionate about what we do. Here we are passionate about ourselves, pure self, paying attention here and allowing whatever is happening. We are passionate about knowing this self. We are inquisitive about it. So we are giving all attention here. Slowly and steadily, this knowledge dawns on us. We get separated from the body and mind complex. This is called as de-addiction of mind. We are so addicted with mind that we think we are mind. Our disinterest makes us de-addicted. Believe me, without mind staying as witness, all actions are accomplished in the best possible way. Even if things will not happen, at least there always will be peace and love and happiness. What else we need? Do we need all the money in this world and be unhappy? Or nothing but happy? This is the power of this awareness. More you come even closer to awareness, you become peaceful. It's like a cool breeze. As we say, a person is known by the company he keeps. You keep company of awareness, this divine awareness. Whatever your personality was before, you were angry, lustful, greedy, jealous, fearful, whatever. When you have de-identified yourself with mind, you attain to this pure awareness. Whose nature just being described by 12 points. It is unchanging, always same. Attain to this silence within you. Give up all attributes. In silence of self, there is no experiencer, no experience. No one to claim that I know it. It is just whatever it is. You will know that you are in self. You don't need another person to judge you or to give you a mark sheet of pass or fail. First thing is, no doubt is left, because all doubts means there is a mind surviving. When I say mind surviving, mind still stays. Thoughts can come, but they have no potency once you know the self. It is a big difference. the one always engaged with thoughts, and the other who thinks to plan or to do something. Even then, silence stays, it never goes away. As if now our natural inclination is towards this silence, not thoughts. Anything which is helping to create thoughts, we have no interest. And these things are again domain of mind. Likes, dislikes, judgment, analyzing, criticizing, comparing. No interest. You meet anything, everything as it is. No preconceived ideas making it conditioned. No judgment. Life is more beautiful without analysis. Other day, an ardent seeker told me about her partner who was annoyed. So I was asking what was the reason, and she said, mind is the reason. He has a mind. It can do anything. How beautifully explained. Mind can show tantrums anytime if you give importance to it. It can disturb you, it can disturb others, it can create a war. No mind is the approach, is the path. Taking help only of silence. Silence will take us there. Silence is that. Silence is the first teaching and it is the last teaching. Meditate on this pure silence. For mind, it is boring. There is no fun in it. Silence is not stimulating any senses. It takes away our dependence on senses, and we get the real taste of what we are. With mind and senses and sensual pleasures, we are slave of this mind and this body. And not the slave of body, but we molest this body. We abuse this body. This body is the temple of divine, which we use for fulfillment of petty desires. We live like animals. Same body we can make temple of God. It is the most sacred place because Brahman lives here. Once we realize the divine resides in our heart, and if we are convinced by scriptures, if someone has told us, or we had some experience, then we cannot exploit this body. We are this pure silence, unmoving stillness in all of us. It has no purpose. It is contented and happy in its own. Just be with this. Let there be a mind, a body, situation, people, family. Nothing is disturbing us. Nothing can disturb us. Stay as a witness to everything. Now you are out of this play. Don't fight with your mind. Don't try to suppress it. Just leave it. Ignore it. Give up your ownership. Don't try to be a good person. Get rid of this person. Stay as awareness. From person to pure presence. From doership mode to non-doership. When we are not doing anything, we are non-doer. Then we have to accept whatever comes and goes. And this silences our mind completely. Then mind has no complaint. And there is no mind without complaint, without judging, without analyzing. It becomes no mind. Our life is just going on, whether we like it or not. Everything is changing, moving. Keep your attention on unmoving. That unmoving is us, which never changes. It is free from all rituals, all dogmas of religion. It feels ashamed to call, I belong to this religion or that religion. It cannot say. It is free from all afflictions. And this is pure awareness. And this is unborn. And this stays same whether we have a body or we don't have a body. Perhaps less trouble without a body. Body has its own needs. When someone asked Bhagavan that if Arunachala Shiva comes in front of him, what will he do? He clearly said he will tell him not to fool me. You cannot fool me. I am you. I am that self. Nothing separate. So many realized people still call that energy as Father, or they call this body as by the name of this body, or this body is doing that. They take this body as third person, or they still call that as father or mother. It is just a respect, reverence to that. But that there is only one. Once identified with awareness, hold on to it. Keep your attention here. Soon this becomes a natural state because it is natural. Maya can only fool the one who wants something from it. If you don't want anything from it, then it cannot blackmail you, it cannot exploit you. If you accept whatever it is, then you can stay as a witness. But the moment we add our personal choice, ego raises its ugly head. So many realized beings leave everything as it will happen. See, for an instance, Bhagavan's procuring food. For so long he was without food or one meal a day. But still that body survived for 70 years. Knowing the self makes us so contented that daily routine stuff also looks like an effort. For some, it can be like doership. See Bhagavan, whether his clothing, his shelter, food, interactions, you can't be minimalist like him, and yet in profound bliss, so much so that anyone who approaches him attains to same bliss. This is the power of awareness. Let that divine in all of us unfold and manifest fully, completely, effortlessly. Grace of divine on all of us. Let this pure self finish away our ego completely forever. No trace of ego is left. Pure divine self only is left. Surrender your ego at the feet of divine in your heart and merge in it. No duality. whatever practice you do or read or listen, it should bring you back to your source, your silence. If not, then change your practice. Pick up something else. There are thousands of paths to reach the peak. It doesn't matter what path you took. Main thing is you should be free. You should be happy. You should be peaceful. And you should be love, pure love. Vivekananda used to say, be holy and pure. Be holy and pure. This is already holy. This is already pure. You have to identify with this. When we identify with this, the fire comes. The fire will come. Be holy and pure, and the fire will come. Fire has to come. Ego gone, we are that fire. Self-effulgent, light of all lights. We are this unmoving awareness, unchanging. It is very subtle, subtler than air, subtler than ether. Yet profound, source of everything. Om Namo Bhagavate Shri Arunachal Ramanaya Om. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.